On the last episode...
Darn that wasp woman! She's a monster, that's what she is!
What? Did she just slap that baby? And so it continues. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you for joining us. We are gonna continue to talk to all the residents first to see what the heck is going on. We can go to the missile base, I guess. Oh, Colonel Buster Monroe.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right, this is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien.
Do we all believe in aliens in this town?
Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
Ooh,
These are
so
nuclear
cute.
missiles?
Red, white, and
Goddamn
pink?
right they are.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Every one of them ready to rain death on the
Valentine
Roskies.
vibes.
All I gotta do is hit the button. And
Love core
blammo,
vibes.
the price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards.
Oh, that just makes you feel so good.
This is the 50s.
Then
This is
you
the
have
50s.
sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Okay, that
Those pennyweights in
explains it.
Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They
His
owed
face.
me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They
Dusseldorf.
owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
So glad. Intestines?
The funny thing about it is, you wouldn't think so, but you've got about 3 miles of intestines in your body, all curled up. Now that came in handy as I gauged my progress. While I crawled from Germany to England, my intestines would unravel, such that every 3 miles I'd have to roll them back up and stuff them back in. It became my benchmark, what I lived for.
Oh my god.
Every time I stuffed my intestines
stop
back
saying
in, I
that.
knew I was 3 miles closer to freedom. In this way, I kept my
Oh
sanity.
my gosh. Did you?
That's what I told those idiots in Washington. But did they listen? No. Some weak sister shrink said I was too emotionally unstable to kill Koreans, so they transferred me to this boring stockpile of armed nuclear warheads. And to top it off, those pansy firemen won't let me join the Harvest Volunteer Fire Department. Oh, it makes you wonder.
What's the point of going on? Golly.
Of course, they wouldn't have given you the, button if you were really, say, emotionally unstable.
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp when I was captured during my second penetration behind enemy lines. A year after I lost my lower torso. It was quite thorough.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in 2 equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine.
What the heck is
Still,
going
Is it
on?
abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no! Spit and polish, spit and polish. Trump, Trump, Trump. A long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands.
What is going
Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back.
What?
They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Oh God, he should not have the button. He's not stable. A nuclear holocaust, no, sir. Yeah, let's talk about his lower torso.
You say before you came to Harvest, your lower torso was shot off in the war?
That's right. I was behind enemy lines. The night was dark. The rain wet. Plastique I was supposed to rig the bridge with.
I'm glad the rain was wet. The night was dark.
As I crawled in the muddy mud. I didn't see the Jerry taking aim at me with his machine gun until half of me was flying through the air. With a quick spray of bullets in a straight line, he'd shot my body clean in two. My lower body landed at that Jerry's feet. I can still hear him, laughing as I started crawling in the general direction of England, calling behind me in broken English. "Mein Freund, where is your legs? Looky, what have we here? Some legs? Hey, did anyone lose some legs?"
Did anyone lose some legs?
I'll never forget looking back over
my
my shoulder
gosh.
and seeing that crowd doing the can-can with my legs.
What the heck?
Till a few weeks later, with only my compass and a pair of nylons, I made it back to safety. Now the Krauts are our friends and the commie bastards are our enemies. But even so, there's at least
What is
one
going
crowd out there that I'll never invite over to Sunday dinner. Harvest is a fine town, steeped in traditional American values. But that lodge,
Very traditional.
well, it makes me suspicious, don't mind saying it. They've got their fingers into everything around
What about
here.
here?
Like a certain red commie bastard menace which shall be nameless. That might work out for the best, mister. I think you should join the lodge, infiltrate it, and report back on any red sympathizers. The report could affect my decision on
What
I've
I
got to
gotta do? What?
Frankly, all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you
wish my
give me
blood
any
was pink,
reason
that'd be
why
so
I
cool.
shouldn't shoot you right now?
I have rights. You can't shoot me. I'm American. I have rights. God.
I appreciate your honesty, comrade.
Wait. What? Now I know when they say you need to save very often. I just killed everybody. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll be back. Okay. Well, let's choose this one this time.
Right, huh? Your average commie bastard is always only too ready to hide behind the Constitution. Real Americans waive their rights for the common good. Would you?
Sure I would for this great country of ours. What am I supposed to say? Or hell no, I refuse to surrender my rights. It's not like something an American would say.
Spoken like a true pinko.
Oh god. Oh god, we did it again. Pinko, what the hell? Alright, we're gonna choose different things to say this time.
Aside from your commie bastard, your alien from
Third
another
time's the
planet is
charm.
the greatest threat to our democratic way of life. Did you know that 90% of sightings occur within the area of military installations? Hell, I shoot at them whenever I see their ships fly over. But my bullets
you sure
ping
that's a ship?
harmlessly off of their hulls. I suspect those things operate out of the lodge, but just try to convince anyone in Harvest of that. I tell you, son, a nuclear holocaust would be preferable to a takeover by big-headed aliens from Pluto. Lucky for us, I'll be making that call when the time
Oh,
comes.
well, we are so glad for your service, I guess.
Son, when you've had your buddy shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again. Makes me wonder why I don't just push the button.
Oh, gosh,
Take
please
me a
don't.
nice vacation. Can you give me any reason
Yes.
why I shouldn't?
Yes, because I don't want to die. No reason I can think of. Colonel, blast away. We all gotta follow orders.
You're right, soldier. I'm sorry. Sometimes the intense pain clouds
Can you
my
not be
mind.
the one who is in charge of
Kookaburras
this?
start whispering to me about the
I would
pretty
do a better job.
mangoes and the high trees, and I know they can see me. They see all of us. Can't you hear them? Chattering with the llamas behind our
The
backs?
llamas?
They want our cornflakes, but they won't take the milk!
What? Cornflakes?
Have you lost your mind? You think you can toy with me just because I have no lower torso, you damn kid, you? Or maybe you're one of those
No,
commie bastards.
I'm not. I'm not. Please. Please. Okay, I'm just gonna say
Remember-
goodbye.
Duck and cover.
No, we're saving. I had to go through that 3 times. Okay, let's go to the school. That's also part of the cult, apparently. Gein Memorial or Gein Memorial Bank Sale, Friday.
Steve, good of you to drop
Steve.
by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, principal of Gein Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
What? Excuse me, sir. Sir. Excuse me? Quality time?
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization.
No.
Myself, I temper discipline with love.
Oh my god.
Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge. Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest
Stop calling me
gift
big
I
guy.
can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the
At any
lodge
cost?
lies your future, and without dust.
Yeah, why do you keep calling me big guy?
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
Stop. Stop. You're giving me the ick.
Surely mine is the most important position in Harvest. The ability to mold young minds. That's power. You might think Sheriff
I don't like
Dwayne's the
that this
most
man is in
important
charge
man
of the
here,
school.
big guy. But he only deals with my failures. When I do my job right, the sheriff never sees a thing.
Oh, really? I wonder why.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
Stop. Stop, sir. Stop. I'm not having any of that. Can I look in any of these lockers? Can I go in here? Can I go in here? Here. 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 This one? Oh god. I really hope I don't hit somebody on accident again. What does the pen do?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Go in here? Oh, look at this. Why do these children look like they're all wearing the same wigs?
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's gravest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their heads?
I can tell you in one word, Stephen.
What?
Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Oh god.
Then you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead.
Oh.
The lobes. Right, class?
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you stopped by,
Okay.
Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
Sure. Let's ask
away
you some
then.
questions. Huh.
We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin. But a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Goodness,
dear.
goodness.
Colonel Rowe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway,
An
quick!
air raid drill? Well, that's because the guy in charge... Oh. The guy in charge doesn't know what he's doing with those missiles. Why is her bat
If an
bloody?
A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Why did you say that, you stupid child? She's walking around with a bat. And you're like... Shut up. Oh my gosh. Well... Oh, she's great. Oh, we love
My
her.
stars, that was exciting.
Was it? Was it? Maybe for you, sicko.
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
Everyone here is a freak.
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
For what purpose?
Your poor child.
Why, I'm sure you'd
Is
have
he
to ask
just
them.
dead out in the hallway
You'll
right
find
now?
the members of the Order at the lodge.
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
Harvest was founded by...
For what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you'd have to...
Oh, okay.
This lodge. What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Bye.
Stop by any time, Stephen.
No. The children look stunned and zombified. Oh, jeez. A rough sketch of the lodge. Oh, so we're teaching them about the lodge young, I guess? Wait, is it even the paper cutouts look stunned and zombified? I really don't want to go here. I don't want to go here. We're gonna have to go here. Why is there blood just out there? Oh, look at these cats! There's just a bunch of stray cats out here. I can't click on them. Horrible stench coming from within. Can I go in? Oh, there's cats. Is that cat dead? I'd rather it be humans. I thought they were eating humans. I would have preferred that. God, I work with cats for a living. This is not okay for me.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
been
I'm gonna
away
have a
from work
breakdown.
for weeks.
I'm
And
gonna
when
have
I
a
call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember
It's 10
your
times
pal,
worse than I thought it was going to be in
Riley?
here. It's 10 times worse. I did not think it could be worse.
What's with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
Yeah, but look at them. Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here?
So is that cat on the table alive? No. These freaking cat PNGs are killing me.
Maybe I get sick of do-gooder busybodies sucking around here all the time. A man's
I
up
didn't
to his
save.
elbows in guts all day, every day. What more do they want from him?
Oh. I'm sorry you didn't see that, but that's okay. You didn't need to. I don't know why the scene's cut out like that on screen. But it was just a bunch of gross nonsense.
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach.
They showed it again. They showed it again. Why?
A lot of
What is
times
the
when I'm
timing of
finished
these
scrubbing up and digging the bits of
scenes?
intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat.
Then why do you
But
work
red
here?
meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've
Why
got
do you
to
work
have
here?
it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by
disgusting.
golly, you can call
Oh
yourself
great,
a
now they're
butcher.
showing the
Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
they were showing the hanging meat in the background. You didn't miss anything. What's
What
going on with
exactly
my
is
dad?
wrong with your dad?
We don't
I don't
know.
know. I can't get
We
in
don't
to see
know.
him. Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Yes,
the
it
end
does matter,
product is
sir.
all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
And now they're showing a picture of a fly.
Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of
They're showing
maintaining
it again.
quality
This
while
is the-
cutting costs.
This
We
is
know
the
what we're
third
doing here,
time.
Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Well, I don't need to see the same 3D model of puke 3 times. Sir. Could I have some meat to take home?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies
So I
for
give it
anyone.
to my
But seeing
fiance's
how
father?
you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
I don't want you to give me the meat.
There are certain tricks of the trade,
I
Steve.
guess I need to
Once your dad
talk
gets
to my
better and
dad
you start
somehow.
working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things.
They're
If
showing
you're
a picture
creative.
of the meat hanging again. We already saw this. I already saw this. It's like they must have worked really hard on the 3D modeling, so they're like, I really want to make sure that they see this when they play the game, just in case they don't choose that option when they talk. Let's put it in 3 times, just in case.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best.
No, shut up. Shut up. Whatever is in these barrels smells extremely bad. Well, what? It said it used to be a kitty cat. Like, they're eating the cats. Examine the carcasses. The carcasses of several small animals. Examine the meat. Freshly cut meat. Well, yeah, I know. I'm right there. What the actual living heck? Okay, let's save. Okay. Harvest Meats Inc. Great. 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 We love it. TV station next. I wonder what? Indians. Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you. Oh god, is this gonna be offensive? A silver tucker. Can we steal that one instead? Oh, we're putting on a play. A corny western backdrop complete with a this is what our brother watches. Hank, he watches these cowboy shows that are very graphic for some reason. No one's operating the camera. A fairly primitive form of mind control.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
The guy.
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve.
Wow.
Would you like my autograph, Steve?
Wow. We have a board just for us. The guy holding the board knew that we were coming in, apparently. Sure.
Here you go, then.
I can give it to my brother.
Violence? What about it?
Children watch your show. Don't you think violence is bad for them?
Violence is as American as apple pie and
Ain't
low
that the
SAT
truth?
scores. Where would we be right now if the cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
Why do you still
But
talk
what
like
about
that?
studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence?
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen engines.
Oh,
Most
no.
kids don't see godless heathen
Oh,
engines on
my
a regular basis. And if they do,
gosh.
they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them. Lest they want to
Canceled.
go untreated for psychotic hallucinations or wind up with their
Canceled.
scalps hanging from a
Range
buckskin
Riders
belt.
canceled.
Oh, shit! Ow!
Oh.
Shit on a stickeroo!
Why is his leg?
The parents
his-
that are
that part
griping
of
about
his
violence
body.
on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the engines out of the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my
has it
ratings,
benefited?
son. Violence is entertainment.
Steve, don't turn to
I
these
just
people.
Put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse
the
me.
parents.
We're going back on the air.
Back on the air. Wait, can I?
Can't talk now, buckaroo.
What's that sound?
Happy trail.
Wait, where am I going? Oh. Mr. McKnight.
Hey, sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory.
That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve.
Why
Any
is he
real
saying
news
that?
to tell
Why
me?
do they say that?
Actually, I was just wanting
Always
to know more
were
about
a
the TV
kidder.
station.
Why past tense?
Hey,
Why past tense?
WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, sport.
We're not coincidence.
Hey now, sport, that's an irresponsible allegation. I had nothing to do with that fire.
Okay.
Just because WHAR may have benefited from it and I danced on the ashes a little doesn't mean I torched the
I
place.
danced on the ashes.
You can ask Sheriff Dwayne. If you have any doubts.
You
Sure,
seem
Dwayne.
awfully touchy on the subject, sport.
I'm touchy when people try to muscle their way into my business. I'd
Says-
appreciate it if you'd leave my
Yes.
office and
Yes.
don't come back. Don't hurry back.
Oh, he does not like us. A picture of a gorgeous model signed with a kiss from Kiss My Pineapple, Red Muffy. Okay. Is there anything else I can do in here? Very poor reception. Strange since the broadcast originates from here. That is strange. What? Hello? Did I get an autograph? I did. Meet permission slip. Right click to view. Oh, I have to give this to my father. Wait a minute, I didn't even read it. Hang on. I didn't know if there was something sus in it. Okay, we do have that. Alright. I want to give this autograph to, my brother and see what happens. Let's see. Okay, well, my little brother did not want it for some reason. So I guess let's just keep going. There, went there, went there. Oh, let's go to Edna's diner. Wow. Oh, I want this car. Oh, that car is so pretty. Oh, oh, that's why they call it DNA's diner, because the E's gone. So it was Edna's. Oh my gosh. It's like DNA. She works at DNA? What does that even mean? Oh, it's a child here. Let's talk to Edna.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson.
No, God, no.
What would you like to order?
Could you imagine being snuck up on by Mr. Johnson? I would simply pass away.
Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
I'm not the
Well,
one with
you always
amnesia.
were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not
Why?
kidding.
Now,
Why do they keep
faking
saying
amnesia
that?
won't help anything.
She's so
If
angry.
you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old.
I would expect that from an 18-year-old.
You've met Karen, my 8-year-old. Other than the diner, she's all I have.
Okay. That's great. There she is.
There isn't a nicer girl in Harvest than Stephanie, Steve. You should be grateful that she's promised you her hand.
I don't remember that happening, Edna.
Honestly, you men are so childish. I don't know what it is about marriage that turns even the bravest man into a coward. I was going to marry Karen's father when he just up and ran out on me one night. I heard that he joined the lodge, but if he did, I never saw him come out again. Even Sheriff Dwayne wasn't able to find out what happened to him.
Gosh. Okay. Oh, I don't want to talk about
Mr.
this.
Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a
You bet.
bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me.
Yes,
I'm always
unwholesome.
glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
Oh, it's sad when the lodge, the evil Illuminati Death Lodge, won't even take a scumbag like Mr. Johnson. That says a lot about Mr. Johnson.
Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man. And I don't just say that because he's my most regular customer. Every single day, rain or shine, he comes in here at noon for lunch. sits in the same spot, too.
Well, this is the only place
That's
to
at least
eat,
an
so
hour every day when I can be sure Mr. Johnson won't show
makes
up.
sense.
You know, it's funny. Dwayne never comes in here with Deputy Loomis, but he frequently dines with Mr. McKnight. You know, the owner of the TV station. Sometimes he comes in with Postmaster Boyle, but somehow I don't think they're friends. Mr. McKnight owns the TV station WHAR. He seems to get along with Sheriff Dwayne better than Boyle does. Better than just about anyone, to tell the truth. I don't see the connection between them, but I'll bet you dollars to donuts that it's there anyhow. Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other. Almost like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship, though what it might be I can't imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge. Though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted. The lodge is the repository of all wisdom. You should join the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. And soon.
Why? For God's sake, what is it about this place?
For real.
The wheat ripens and waits not for the scythe.
Oh my
the farmer
gosh.
who waits too long, it were better that he used the scythe to rip his own stomach out than to stay his scythe when the wheat ripens. The
Just
harvest
talk
moon
normal.
wanes
Just
and
talk
then
normal.
comes winter. An
Please,
empty
love
belly, the
God.
body son's belly,
Talk
gurgling
normal.
within or bloody on the ground. What does it benefit a man if he gains his soul and loses the world? You hunger. Feed yourself before it's too late. Oh.
What?
Edna?
Steve. What happened? Were we talking
Amnesia?
about Bill? Or was it Karen?
You seem strange there
Oh,
for a
she was
minute.
like
I'm sorry.
under a spell
I'm
or
under a lot
something.
of stress. Running this diner all alone. Forgive me.
That was strange.
Stop by anytime, Steve.
She's mine now.
Hi, what's your name?
Karen,
What are you doing?
playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's it. A cake. Examine the cape. Pick up the cape cut. Wait. What?
Yes, that's very nice.
Do I have it now? I just have a cake cover. I'm glad I was just allowed to take that, I guess. I need to pay attention more to things. Huh. Okay, well, let's leave, I guess. Police station? The cop ignores you, too busy writing a bug report. Bug report? Okay.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here's Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then,
Oh,
we haven't met before?
Loomis.
Of course we have, but I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school.
Yes, I did.
And she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
I am. It was not good. That insane woman cripples children.
You need to forget about it, boy.
Boy.
I don't interfere in school discipline. I leave that to the professionals.
Okay.
And so should you.
Wow.
Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science,
What?
Steve.
What?
It's bigger than all of us.
I can't argue with the signs of child abuse, Steve.
Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah,
Stop.
so everybody keeps telling me.
I know.
Boy,
I know.
you need to stop all this funning and
Or at
get
least he
serious.
knows. He's understanding.
You've got a wedding
People keep
coming
saying
up soon.
this.
Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge.
I don't want to join the lodge. I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. I just don't want to be here.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I
Be
think
careful.
you and
She's
Stephanie
17.
are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Radical. Crime. Yeah.
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire.
Are you sure?
Oh, sure.
Are you sure
Every
nothing
week
has
or so,
happened?
we get the odd transient dropping dead.
It's not.
But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here.
It's not slow. It's not slow. Are you aware that there's this child named Jimmy James and he is going around shooting people? Because I was a victim and it was terrifying, and that child monster is just out there somewhere in the darkness waiting menacingly for paper. He must be fed the paper or he goes insane. Sir, please lock him up. God.
Sure. You remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
That's what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't you believe I have amnesia?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve. Anyway, the fireman said the fire was caused by arson.
You already said that.
I never caught the perp, though.
But we found the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, chill.
Loomis, that's classified.
Dang it, Loomis.
Darn it.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut, I wonder? Sorry, boss.
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those curvy lines anyhow?
Curvy lines?
It's sitting in there gathering dust, clean as the day we found it. Just in case I ever need a spare gas can.
Wow.
That case is closed, Steve.
I guess it's... Ugh.
Loomis here is my deputy. Without him, I'd have a hard time keeping the peace, or at least taking a lunch break. Mainly Loomis answers the phone and babysits the office while I'm out.
Not surprised.
Though sometimes he likes to go in the back and stain the jail mattress. Isn't that right, Loomis?
Ew.
Oh, now, Sheriff, what you gotta go and say that for?
Loomis has more than his share of problems. I wouldn't invite him to the wedding.
I don't want him to the wedding.
Or if you do, make sure he doesn't catch the garter. That could be embarrassing.
Oh, I wouldn't do nothing, Dwayne. But I sure would like a little garter that'd been around Stephanie's thigh.
Why?
Oh,
no.
well, that'd be right.
No. Why is everyone a pervert? Everyone is horned up in this town. They're either murderers or they're horned up. They need to chill. Everyone wants a little piece of Steve or my fiance. Needs to calm down.
Stop on by any time,
I'm
Steve.
not. No. Do I really have to talk to this piece of poop?
Anything I can help you with?
I don't want to talk to you.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis. For mercy forbid, Mrs. Phelps.
What's wrong with Mrs.
Good
Phelps?
women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
You have a wife? How did that happen?
Gosh, I wish I had some of them girly pictures. But Mrs. Loomis
Oh
won't let me
my
keep them in the
gosh, I have to
house.
give him the magazine.
I still remember the time she caught me holding some of them pictures up with one hand.
Oh.
She took the broom
She
to
took
me.
the broom to me.
I howled like a hound dog, the broom going up and down, flashing straw and blood and straw, and I drew.
What?
I was crying
Up
so
and down?
bad, and it was so hard I had to cry. With all the black widow spiders, and I got bit something fierce. Little fangs digging into my bare behind all over. I ask you, is that any way to treat a man? And Mrs. Phelps and the sheriff don't make it no easier neither.
This man is in charge of taking care of this town when he himself should be behind bars. Why? Why?
If Sheriff Dwayne had a little kindness, he let me get around the little lady by letting me keep some of them picture books here, even if Mrs. Phelps would let me buy one. But see, he won't let me keep none here neither. He don't like me getting the jail mattress all marked up, don't you know?
Oh my gosh, stop, please. Oh, I don't want to ask. Do I have to ask about the mattress? Do you want me to ask about the mattress?
Sometimes a man can be good with a gun or a knife, but even so, one-handed and all, he can get a little off when he's angry. Make no shame in it. That's why the good Lord made evaporation and such.
What?
But the sheriff, he don't like it, and don't pay no mind to it.
I can't. I don't. Why is this an option? Why can't?
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's got to do sometimes in a parked car, or
you know what?
Waist-high knot hole in a tree, or jail cell at noon.
If you want to read this, pause it. I'm not going to that. French postcards.
Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book. The kind men like.
Oh my gosh, no.
Dandy.
Can you imagine
I'd be right grateful,
being this
kiddo,
actor
if
that
you
had
were
to play this
bring me
role?
one.
Why? I hate you.
Anytime, kiddo.
No, don't talk to me. Sicko. Okay, fine.
Oh, I seen you brung me a girly picture book. Oh, don't give me it now. Come back when the sheriff's at lunch, say a little afternoon, and you'll be right as rain in my book.
Afternoon,
kiddo.
is there a time system here? The door's locked. You know what? He might give me like the key or
That's
something.
the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted.
It's labeled unsolved arson and it's full. Solved. An empty file cabinet labeled solved cases. A map of Harvest. Unsolved murders and it's full. Okay. Well, that was just delightful. I did not like that at all. Oh, this is the burned down building. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire? At least the plumbing held up? You know, it's probably because of that guy that does the plumbing in the barbershop. Oh gosh, please don't. Pink cover, newspaper, pen. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. I just have a bunch of stuff. 3 fire hydrants and the building still burned down. You're right, that's sus. And we're next to a fire station? We are next to a fire station. Is this like literally across the street? Guys, what were you doing?
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Is this a fire truck pink? A fire truck with a lovely shade of pink. Is that what he was saying? Pink blood? Or something? Or my mom was like, don't become a fireman.
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
Oh my gosh, is that supposed to be
Sorry, Steve.
a flamboyant accent? Oh my gosh, Steve was having a little trouble. Oh, so this is why the place burned down. They were painting while the place was burning. Saliva's foaming from the barking chops. I guess I give the meat to that dog. Why is he barking? Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, shut up.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it.
The House of Flame.
Cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm
Why?
Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Okay. I'm fine with these vibes. Why are you sketching nude men in my fire department?
Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spot?
The dog, yes, we know. The dog is here. That picture was so lovely. You did such a lovely job with your markered butt picture. Best buns in town.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you.
It's beneath you, Steve. It's beneath you. Steve didn't even say anything. Oops, I clicked on that.
A dreadful affair.
I'm looking at his face.
You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Sprinkler system? Maybe we were too busy putting it out in time.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a...
Oh, that is the same response.
Some people think all we do is sit around, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsuo Crumb for fire code violations.
Okay, so I might bleep that out because he said something that was inappropriate and offensive. So I'm just gonna tell you that he told me that the wasp woman, her wasp, dried up wasp nest or whatever is a fire hazard. That's basically what he said. But he said something else. And I don't want to include that. So if you see a weird cut, there it is. There you go.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
That was really weird.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Okay.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
An accident is just waiting to happen. There's a fire. The fire. Oh my gosh, the fire department's literally gonna go up in flames. Okay, a flaming firehouse. We get it. We get the cliche. Okay. How do I leave? Please. Well, there's the cemetery. Oh, this looks great. Here lies Boxer Willie. Robo Williams. May your fantasies be forever gory. The unnamed hobo. Well, I'm glad that they gave him a tombstone. No. No, go back. The air reeks of fresh soil and manure. 2 years in harvest was too long. Fear not in death. Monty Jakes. Not even glue could save him. Rest in peace, Elm. Ah, that's funny. Pretty Mercedes. Too much love will kill you. The headstone in this grave. Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. Why is it only storming over here? It's faded to belong. Okay, I can't read that one. Another unknown visitor. Tombstones unmarked. Is there anything over here? I can't get in there. Unsuitable for climbing or stringing nooses. Why would you say something like that? Why would you think something like that, Steve? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to... Is that all that's here? Okay. Fine. Okay. Going here. The church, how great. The votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. What does it say? Those dear to us who have passed recently, Jonathan A. Rhinecliff. Okay, I saw his grave out there. Okay, I guess we can go in here. Oh, that's just great. Why does he look like Abraham Lincoln? Okay, so we're gonna come back to this. It's been like an hour, I think, maybe. So we're gonna come back so that you can all enjoy whatever this is in the next part. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and drink water, eat your food, take your vitamins, take your medications, sleep, do good, no crimes. See you next time. Mwah!